So good afternoon, everybody. So scientific committee designed a very nice scientific program, but here comes the program of the conference. Why I label the program because me and Harbans has been doing this program for last couple of years, and it is one of the most educative program and one of the most innovative program, and the most exciting prizes we have is here. So it is known as learning through fun. So I'll just play the beginning video. So with this short introduction, I hand over the mic to the younger generation. Ikeda, Tinku, are you there? And Sahil. Because believe me, these are the people who have worked hard for SFO and they have been consistently helping us in the smooth conduct of SFO. So over to the young brigade.
Cool. So before we start this session, I want to invite Harbans sir to give us a brief idea, a brief concept about how we came up with this thought of combining skill and luck together in one session.
I think there are two things important in the life. One is to be competent. I mean, all of us have to be competent medically, surgically, and mean to operate it ourselves always to be successful. I mean, if you are incompetent, there are very little chances of you being successful. At the same time, you need little factor of luck. If you are not lucky, in spite of your hard work, you may not achieve success. So that was the whole concept in this game of science and fun in ophthalmology, that there will be 3 rounds which will be testing your surgical medical skill and your knowledge. At the same time, luck is going to play a very crucial role, which will be playing by the snake and ladder show over here. And then the one and only Dr. Lalit Verma, which of course he needs no introduction. And this was my concept. He gave life to it and really make it happen. And you want to say, Lalit, something?
You see, I have believed, I don't know whether Harbans won this election out of luck or he was really like Harbans.
It was hard work and luck both. That's the whole concept behind life.
So no, I know Harbans worked very, very hard for this election, but I agree. Sometimes we operate and make mess of a surgery. You see, we do phaco or SICS or VR surgery, and next day we are afraid that tum jaake dekh lo ya main nahi dekh. So and next day sometimes the retina is nicely flat, hardly any reaction. On other days we may do a very clean job, do a very nice ILM peel, but next day there is full of blood. So what I'm trying to say is we do similar jobs, but success may be different. So in life there are two different things actually. Hard work is 100% essential, there's no doubt, and therefore our forefront always is hard work, and judges are going to evaluate you on hard work only. So, but success sometimes is marred. You see, you may be work alcoholic, दिन रात पढ़ाई करो, फिर भी number नहीं आते. So, but sometimes you are lucky. जो सुबह पढ़ा था वही कभी exam में आ गया, you are lucky. So that was the concept behind it. We have so many sessions in AIUS. You see, OPL, quiz, इतने सारे हो रहे होते हैं, but वो सब सिर्फ knowledge पे depend करते हैं. But what this session is unique because Harbans Lal is with us primarily, and secondly luck element, which actually the hard work for this has been done by none else than Rahil, and Rahil is quite a innovator kind of person, and Rahil did all this snake and ladder game for us. So over to you again, Rahil.
No, Tinku and Nikeda, let them introduce themselves. Dr. Tinku.
So good morning, everyone. We welcome you all to this very unique session called Science and Fun in Ophthalmology. Dr. Lalit Verma has already told you all about this session, and I'm sure this is going to be really entertaining, educative, informative, and gripping at the same time. So, Dr. Ikeda.
A very warm welcome to all of you, and we'll have a very interesting session today. We have our esteemed judges with us and our young participants who are going to present interesting cases in all the rounds that we have planned for you today. So very warm welcome to all of you, and thank you for taking out the time and being with us.
Introduce the team also.
So before that, I'll just play a small rule slide so that everybody understands how the flow of the session would go. And also we are getting some chats from the judges about how to give marks. So I'll play the slide and then I'll just ask Ikeda ma'am to just brief us about how the scoring system would work. So just playing the rule slide now.
What happened to the volume?
So I'll just like to highlight the rules here in detail. So we have 4 teams with 3 members each, and each team will present a surgical round, a medical case, as well as a quiz. So they'll have 3 minutes for all of these rounds. In the quiz, the team members can discuss between themselves and then answer the question. After each presentation, the judges will score each of the teams out of a score of 10. So between 1 to 10, there'll be a scoring by the judges. To this score, all the judges' scores will be averaged out. So we have 4 judges, all of them will tell us what the score for a particular presentation is. We'll average out this score, and then we will roll the dice and we'll have the luck component. So we will add the score given by the judges, that is the pure scientific content, and we'll add the luck to it. And that total score in the end will decide who is the grand winner. And first we will start with team red. So the order is going to be team red, green, blue.
Can you introduce the judges together?
Yes.
So judges, let me tell something about, you see, we have judges which is led by none else than the Honorary General Secretary, and I had to request her 10 times to come because she is over busy, and over busy. So thank you, Namrata, for joining here. And Treasurer, who has to be in general body after 1 hour from now, he also, I'm thankful that Rajesh Sinha could also join us. And after that, we have Rohit Saxena and Abneendra Gupta. Rohit
Sir.
also has parallel sessions going on, so I requested Rohit to be here for some time at least. And Abneendra Gupta, the prolific VR surgeon we have with us. And these will be 4 judges we'll have. So as Ikeda said, all of them will give marks. And Harbans, will you agree that the marks will be transparent? They will display there. They will write on the chat box that team A surgery gets this much marks. And that will, then Rahil will do the back-end job of averaging, and then rolling the dice will be done by Rahil himself. Okay. So that is how this will flow. And the prices, you have not talked anything about the prices. You see, Intas has been very generous, very generous about these prices. And prices will be based on science only, and prices will be based on science plus luck. And the phenomenal, yes, Tinku, can you tell something about the amount of prize to be given?
Well, we have prizes apart from the contestants. We also have prizes for the audience. So I request the audience to, be alert. After every round, we'll have a quiz question for the audience, and there'll be very, very good prizes for that. Dr. Lalit Verma, if you could elaborate on the prizes.
So for the winning team, for the scientific part only scientific winner, we will have a team prize of $45,000. Not a small amount. Not any quiz has given this. Then for the overall winner, which is science plus luck, as Harbans was saying, is a $60,000, more than half a lakh of rupee, which is there. And Tinku, for each audience question, we have $5,000. So there will be 12 minimum audience questions. Again, more than half a lakh is involved. And whatever anybody will say, the quiz master, that is Rahil, decision will be final. We will not argue with him. Whatever he says, that वो हमारे लिए Lakshman Rekha hai. Yeah.
Another my question is whether one person can win the 2 prizes or the one is good enough.
No. You see.
No. I mean, suppose somebody keeps on answering, so it will keep on adding. After you won the 1 prize, then you give the chance to the another. I think let it win as many.
That will happen automatically. You see, science based के marks आ जाएंगे.
No. Audience. Suppose there is an audience who, because on a chat box, audience has to send this center in a chat box.
Yes.
And then we will show the answer after 10 seconds or 15-20 seconds.
Yeah.
And then the first person, fastest finger, first concept, the one who has answered correctly fastest will get the prize.
Yes.
And you can win as many prizes as possible. There is no limit on that.
So Harbans is liberal. You see, 1% can take away entire prizes also.
Yeah.
I agree with that.
So
we will go by what Rahil tells us. This is the fastest finger first. So let's start.
One query.
Yes.
I have one query that the judges will be marking only for the medical and the surgical, no? Because quiz to apne aap.
Yeah. Correct. Yeah. So
out of 10, one out of
every 10 questions for each team. The number of X.
Sir, I had one question. A couple of audience members have WhatsApped me. How can they participate? Do they answer in the chat box?
Yes, in the chat box.
So
they are attending through the live link from the live relay. There is a chat box there for them?
Yeah, no, sir, no. So if they're just attending on the live relay, there is no chat box for them. So basically what backend has to do is that anybody who's logging in, they have to bring it on the panel so that they have access to chat box. So I just request the backend that whoever is joining this session, just make them one of the panelists so that they have access to the chat box and all those.
So this request is for the administrators. Whosoever logs in, please allow him to become a panelist on the chat, this screen.
So, can we ask them whether they have done it or not, because we may have no.
Manoj, सबको panelist में लेना.
सबको लेना है, जो भी login करेगा.
Manoj, please reply to the question.
We have with us secretary and member scientific committee.
Hello.
मनोज सबको पैनलिस्ट में लेना है
As
call
of
में।
now, we were to begin with 38 people and we are still 38.
क्या मनोज? पूर्णेश, मनोज, प्लीज रिस्पॉन्ड।
जी जी सर, सबको पैनलिस्ट में ले लिया, अभी तो कोई नहीं है सर।
हाँ, अभी तक कोई नहीं है, ठीक है। जैसे जैसे आएंगे लेते जाना।
तो बढ़ रहा है, 40 हो रहा है। चलो, let's start now.
Yeah. Let's introduce the judges first. Yeah. Okay, team.
Yeah. So
So
can you,
we'll start with Team Red.
yeah,
And
so
in Team Red, we have Dr. Vinod as the captain and Dr. Gunjan and Dr. Asif. So I'll ask the first team member to start with their video presentation, the surgical skill round.
No, first introduce all the teams. Rahil.
So I introduce all the teams. Okay, so Red I've introduced. Then I just introduce you to the green team. So in green team, we have Dr. Gopal as captain and Dr. Prashnav and Dr. Akshay. And in the blue team, we have Dr. Lionel Raj as captain with Dr. Saundari and Dr. Atul Dhawan. And yellow team, we have Dr. Hemlata as captain and Dr. Suman and Dr. Yusra.
So best of luck to everybody.
Team Red, Dr. Vinod is presenting the surgical case.
Yeah.
Can we request the timer to be set at
Yeah.
3 minutes as soon as the presentation starts, please?
Time is 3 minutes only. Somebody asked in the chat box. Time cannot be extended at all. With 3 minutes, we will have to stop. So it's a competitive session.
So shall I start? Is my
Yes,
screen
okay.
visible and am I audible?
Yes.
Yes.
Judges.
So I'll be presenting a case of 40-year-old male who presented to us with decrease of vision in his left eye for 1 month. The visual acuity was 3/60. His brain showed no evidence of any cysticerci. Now this is the video. The patient had actually submacular cysticercus, and if you see, there are multiple undulating movements of this white devil which are there, and we have to do a vitrectomy to reach this devil. So I start with my vitrectomy because this is a relatively younger patient. The vitreous was quite gel shaped, so it took me a lot of time to cut this vitreous, and PVD was relatively difficult. So I had to stain it multiple times to get off the edge. But once I got the edge of the PVD at the desk, it was easy to induce the PVD. Now on the screen, you can see once the PVD was complete, I did complete my vitrectomy, cutting the vitreous right up to the aura. Next was to get to this cysticercus, which is beneath the macula. So I made a small retinotomy on the surface of the cysticercus beneath the foveal area, so that I was away from the foveal area. So this is near the infratemporal arcade, and then with the help of soft tip, I tried to aspirate this cyst. But if you see the undulating movements of the cyst is, because it is very photophobic, it is trying to run away from my suction. Every time I pull, it goes back, and if you see, there are multiple undulating movements over there. He is making frantic movements to get away from the suction. But with perseverance and with very high suction, I was able to finally aspirate this cyst out of the subretinal space. And once it was into the vitreous cavity, it was not a very difficult task. You can easily chew this up with the help of vitrectomy cutter. The next step was to take care of the macula, because a macular retinotomy can lead to epiretinal membrane. So I went ahead and stained the ILM with brilliant blue dye and peeled the ILM. This idea of the ILM peeling was to prevent any further formation of ERM. And I made sure that all the ILM was removed up to the edge of the retinotomy. Once the edge of the retinotomy was cleared, air fluid exchange was done and little laser was done to the edge of the retinotomy, just to the outer surface. SF6 gas tamponade was given, and this is at 1 month. The macula looks nice and healthy. Foveal contour is back, and the patient gained 6/12. Thank you.
Marks for the surgical.
Will it go to a specific person or?
Yeah. No. You have to mark for Vinod. So, like Namrata has given 8. Rajesh, your marks.
Yeah. So
You can either shout or write there. You can shout also.
Yeah.
Vinod, नहीं बोल दो आप.
Same 8.
8, sir.
8.
8. I have already given in the chat box.
Yeah.
And Rohit is there.
No, Rohit has left.
अच्छा ठीक है. तीन ठीक हैं. तो इनका एवरेज करके how much does it come to 8? अब now comes the luck part. Hold on, Rahil.
Yes.
So you see, science has given you 8 average marks out of 10. Vinod. So now let's see. Rahil will roll this dice on your behalf. Rahil.
Yes, doing so.
Yeah. अब लक ने आपको 6 नंबर दे दिए.
So you get one more chance.
One more chance because of 6. So move the dice. So ये 15 पे आ गए.
15
So
पे.
very nice achievement. You see, luck is on your side. You know.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you.
Very nice.
Very nice.
Now we invite.
Now we need to come to the audience question.
And can you mute? The topic is talking.
We need to know that. EMR violation.
Should we come to the audience questions?
Yeah. Sharman, shall I share or?
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I am sharing.
Yeah, I'm.
Okay. Carry on. नहीं, answer पे आ रहे हो.
Full team.
Audience question is one: which systemic disease that can have a chronic oculostically affected the Padma Lakshmi?
Take it full screen, please. Can you make the screen full screen? Otherwise, the answers are visible actually.
हरबंस को करना है.
Answer did come before the question.
Yeah.
हरबंस
So
क्या करेगा?
actually the
So
You have
should we
to make
change the
it-
question now?
You can cut it also.
You have to make it full
so you can ask another question.
Okay.
पहले
So
full
we
screen
come to the
करो.
second question.
हरबंस full screen करो पहले.
नहीं, second question आ गया ना, उसको cancel कर देते
नहीं,
हैं.
आप full screen
Sir,
करो पहले.
slideshow.
Yes.
Oh. Go
Yeah.
to next.
This one, sir.
This one.
Yeah, this is the question for the audience.
Audience.
So let's see. Now time is over. Let's see.
The answer.
Yeah.
So, Rahil, who is the winner?
Anybody answered? No.
Yeah. A lot of people answered. So let me see. The you see it is starting from CSR to CSR, then optic.
No.
Now,
Yeah. Vinod was the first one
Sublime.
to
So
say this.
actually the contestants cannot answer. It's just for the audience.
judges will not answer at all.
The team members cannot answer this.
Ninku,
Dr.
what I
Vinod.
see in chat box is Dr. Hardik. He is the first person I think who answered correctly. That is optic disc pit with maculopathy. So Dr. Hardik is I think is Rahil, that is correct?
No, I don't think so, sir.
No,
That was
judges don't have to speak. नहीं, judges का कोई रोल नहीं है इसमें.
अच्छा.
नहीं,
It's
क्योंकि
Hardik.
chat box में दिख
Dr.
रहा है.
Hardik.
Yeah, chat box में we are seeing the
It's
first two
Dr.
people answered CSR. The third one answered the optic disc pit. So in any case, आप note कर लो, Rahil. The first question, which stands to
yeah,
gain 5,000 rupees.
Dr. Hardik.
Dr.
Yes.
Namrata, a lot of people are not able to connect. There's a lot of queries, question, answer. Ask them to actually 7 question, answer. So ask them to connect everybody. They are not able to get the link.
In any case, there will be a lot of audience questions. Don't worry, they will keep joining.
Lalit, there are a lot of people have written over here. We are not able to connect.
We can request only, no? We have to move on. We can request only.
She can ask the audio video people to look into it.
Yeah, she will.
I will just tell him.
So next, go on to the medical case by the red team.
So that is Dr. Gunjan.
Rahil, have you noted the audience name?
So my internet connection got disrupted. Can you just tell me the name again?
Dr. Hardik.
Dr. Hardik. Okay.
Hardik Nanavati.
Yeah. Let's move on.
Dr. Gunjan, we can't hear you.
Is Gunjan muted or?
So सारे जो attend कर रहे हैं उसको panelist बनाए ना,
Sorry.
काफी बनाए नहीं.
So, orbital trauma never fails to.
क्या हो गया? तो है नहीं वहाँ पे
हरबंस म्यूट कर लो, अपने आप को म्यूट करो पहले.
हमारे प्रोग्राम में.
Dr. Lal,
am I audible now?
सारे जितने participant हैं उसको वो बना देते हैं.
हरबंस लाल, अपने आप को म्यूट करो.
Sir, actually, I did find out about this. The problem is that we are on the Zoom portal and people are on the platform. So people who have registered as delegates cannot come on the Zoom portal. So either they WhatsApp the answers to a WhatsApp number, which we can put here, because they have to be given a Zoom link. Only then can they come to the platform.
That can't be.
Ma'am, Q&A के through.
Yeah, they can use the Q&A.
Q&A.
They can use the Q&A.
Q&A.
Somebody
They
in
can
the team
use
can monitor
Q&A.
Q&A.
So Q&A में डाल सकते हैं.
My screen is visible and I'm
Yeah, Q&A.
So, shall I start now?
Yes.
Yeah. So, a very good afternoon, everyone. Orbital trauma never fails to surprise us. And this time, this was a 3-year-old female child who presented to the outpatient department with complaints of increasing proptosis after a road traffic accident which took place 7 months back. Immediately after trauma, she developed periorbital ecchymosis and subconjunctival hemorrhage, which subsided by itself within 15 days. However, after 1 month of trauma, parents started noticing a gradual onset progressive proptosis. On clinical examination, the child had an abaxial proptosis which measured around 6 mm with a vertical dystopia which increased in size on crying. There was no palpable orbital mass. However, there were pulsations which were present and there was a strongly positive retropulsion. On ocular examination, there was limitation of the extraocular movements in upgaze and there was a relative afferent pupillary defect in the right eye, along with the disc pallor. So the TIEF differential diagnosis, according to this, were either a post-traumatic carotid cavernous fistula, an arteriovenous malformation, or a post-traumatic encephalocele. However, because the patient had history of trauma and pulsatile proptosis, post-traumatic encephalocele was kept as a differential, but it is non-progressive and has an immediate onset. But on imaging, we found that there was herniation of the brain tissue, that is the frontal lobe tissue, along with the gliotic changes, which was indenting on the superior rectus as well as the optic nerve. And CT confirmed this. The 3D CT scan showed that there was a fracture in the medial part of the roof. But however, one thing still remains unanswered, that if it was a post-traumatic encephalocele, then why was it late onset and why was there a progressive proptosis? Then on literature search, we came across an entity called the growing orbital roof fracture, which has various theories. However, the most accepted theory is that a linear fracture further increases in size because of the driving force caused by the cerebral edema and intracranial fluid collection. Also, the normal growing brain causes the further distraction of those fracture sites, causing an increasing fracture. The child was thus diagnosed with a growing orbital roof fracture with post-traumatic encephalocele and traumatic optic neuropathy. She underwent right frontal craniotomy with excision of glial tissue and placement of PMMA graft in the supramedial orbit. We can see the CT images down. Thus, the take-home messages include that progressive herniation of brain tissue with dural tear is the main pathogenesis of ring orbital roof fracture, and early diagnosis leads to favorable outcome, and 3D computed tomography plays an important role in finding the exact location. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Gunjan, for that interesting case and finishing well in time. Can we have the judges' score, please?
I given 6.
Next.
Dr. Namrata, please.
7.
Another next. Rajesh.
I have given. Acha. It's not. I had not said.
7. So average is 7. Rohit is not there, no?
No.
So average is 7 at 7, yeah. Now roll the dice, please. 4. 11. Ah, she gets the stair to go up.
हाँ से आगे फिर 1 minute. Okay.
Yeah. She got this stair.
Okay, good.
Good.
Excellent. Now, Lalit, are you going to ask the audience question?
What is the final score? Rahil, can you tell us what is the final score? Adding the luck component, how much did they score on the luck component as well?
34.
It's
At present, their score is 34, which is very, very high.
Very high.
very high. So do we have an audience question?
I'm sharing the screen. Why this screen is not on?
Yeah. So full screen.
Yeah.
Full.
Yeah, I'm going there. I'm going there. Now, can you see this question?
Yes, the question is visible. The members can also answer on the Q&A.
So I think we already have answers.
Should I now come to the, I think, should we give more time? It's done. Okay. So we come to the answer now.
The answer is C, the eye syndrome.
So the audience is still asking, they can answer in the question and answer box. They're still waiting to be linked to the chat box.
A lot of people have answered on the chat box, but there aren't a lot of answers on the Q&A.
So
20 seconds.
Rahil?
So the
because
first, I think the
there's
first,
a delay between the Zoom and the time that is displayed on the website. There will be some time delay. My Q&A answers are coming in late.
And the chat box, whoever is within this program is who is basically answering it. So if it is intended for the audience, then it has to be addressed to that side.
So should we do the audience question at the end of the team questions? Then we can.
We could do that.
Huh?
Yeah.
I think instead of interrupting the
Yes.
flow of the team, let's stop the audience questions. We'll include the audience at the end, and we'll have all the audience questions 10-15 at the end of the program.
Sure.
Okay, let's go with the next rapid fire session.
Yes. So is my screen visible? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so now we have a quiz. We have a short quiz for the different teams. I'll just give you the rules in brief. So each team has 3 minutes to answer a maximum of 10 questions. All the team members can participate. That is, you can discuss and give the answer. There is no negative marking. You can either answer the question or say pass if you don't know the answer. It's not possible to go back to a question later. So so you can answer the question, try to answer as many right questions as you can because you have limited time and 10 questions to answer. So think wisely and answer quickly. All the best. And finally, the quiz master's decision is final. So Team Red, I start with the first question.
Yeah, I'm starting the timer.
All right. So we start the timer. Which stain is used to stain?
Ancient blue.
Okay. Correct. A Holocaust plaque is composed of calcium, fibrin, bacteria, cholesterol. Cholesterol is right. Typical diabetic cataract has the characteristic
Snowflake
morphology.
cataract.
Snowflake is absolutely right. Which of the following is an example of a choriostoma? Capillary hemangioma.
Dermolipoma.
Dermolipoma is right. That's quick. So these are some pictures. You got to connect them and make an association and come up with the
Hypertensive retinopathy.
Yes, absolutely right. Which of the following structures does not pass through the superior orbital fissure?
Ophthalmic artery. Ophthalmic artery.
Ophthalmic artery, right? The following conditions may be responsible for hypotony of a traumatized eye, except ciliary shock, hyphema,
Hyphema.
Hyphema is absolutely right. Which hypersensitivity reaction is most likely to be implicated in phacoanaphylaxis?
Type 4.
Type 1. Type 4, did you say? Right. Question 9. Which of the following statements is false? Epiblepharon is well tolerated and only occasionally requires surgical correction. Telecanthus
indicates increased separation.
Very quick. That was very quick. So that was right. Question number 10. Which of the following layers of the retina is affected in X-linked retinoschisis?
NFL. Nerve fiber layer.
Absolutely right. That was an
Great.
excellent performance. I must say.
Nobody has ever, I think, answered all 10 correct.
I think they've answered all 10 correct, if I'm not
They've
wrong.
answered all 10.
Yes.
This is record. This is record for this meeting, and
Yes.
that to finish much before time.
Yeah, big applause to them.
Asif
Now
is
let's
a-
go to the Rahil's.
Asif is a serial quiz.
Yeah, serial quiz winner.
Quiz winner.
Who?
Asif.
Asif.
Serial
My
killer
God.
होता है ना जैसे वैसे है Asif.
Great.
So, मतलब, no, he has to be banned
Wow.
from further quizzing. ये बहुत
Yeah, you should now
was
become
ruthless.
like now you should become like Lata Mangeshkar. I no longer will
हाँ,
accept.
बस retire कर दो, हाँ. This was ruthless.
Anyway, there is a luck factor is there. If you are bitten by the snake, you can come down. So don't be very happy about it. Let's see how your luck goes. So Rahil, now come on put on the score of the quiz, 10 out of 10. Now roll the dice. And 2, 12. Move the dice. 46. Great. If it was little less, 9 questions correct, you would have gone to 45, then moved to 47. So if the one question was wrong, you would have been better placed. Anyway, this is very good score still. Very good score. So let's come to the now team B, I think. And Rahil, you need to keep the part of the science question separate and the luck and science both separate. Anyway, that will be displayed on the screen. So let's come to the green team now. And first surgical video, who is going to come?
Dr. Gopal Pillai. Dr. Gopal, are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. Can I share my screen,
Yeah,
please?
so audience will be asked questions at the end of the program.
Okay. Can I start?
Yes, please.
Okay.
The time starts.
So my video is on last ditch stand. This is a right eye retinal detachment, old eye with no perception of light. And the left eye had post-cataract surgery 4 years back and poor visual recovery due to complications in the anterior segment, but recently lost vision completely in that eye. So patient comes with bullous keratopathy and retinal detachment on ultrasonography, no PVR on ultrasonography. So we decided to go in and save the eye. So this is the patient. So there's a bullous keratopathy. Now we are making a cannula infusion incision. And once you make that infusion and secured that particular port, what we did was we started trephination. So now the chamber is maintained, pressure is there. So we are able to trephine. Oops, sorry. We are able to trephine.
Your video.
Yeah, somehow the video is stuck here. 1 second, may I stop share and
Unshare and share again, I think.
okay, I'll share again.
Maybe you can
I
run the
think it may
video
have hung.
directly.
Yeah, it is
Can
hung
we-
actually.
Yeah, we can do the medical case and then come back to that.
Yeah, yeah. Can we do that?
Yeah, sure. No problem. So let's have a medical case first.
All right. Okay. So I'll be talking on the medical case, and we are going to be dealing with the season, the flavor of the season, which is of course mucormycosis. Now, all of us know mucormycosis starts from conventional knowledge in the nose, then goes into the sinuses, then into the orbits, and then from there into the brain. That's why the name rhino-orbitocerebral mucormycosis. But is that always the case? Now, this is a spectrum of cases that we see: mild ptosis, severe ptosis, globe perforation, bilateral involvement, orbital infarction, and of course, the name which gives it the feature that gives the name black fungus, the eschar and the necrotic patches. So always we don't end up seeing a typical presentation. Now, this is a patient who's got frank orbital cellulitis. On imaging, you can see globe tenting, the guitar pluck sign is seen. There is complete involvement of the turbinates and the orbit. And even on exentration, when we exentrated, we could see mucor. But guess what the nose showed? Completely normal, healthy mucosa. This is another patient who presented with dull pain over the right cheek in this part. Again, nasal mucosa, absolutely pristine, healthy, without ulceration, without discharge, without necrosis or eschar. But the MRI shows sinusitis with orbital involvement. This is another patient who presented with no PL vision. Orbital involvement, sinuses are involved. There is apical involvement with extension into cavernous sinus. But guess what the nose is? Absolutely pristine. Another patient, he walked into my OPD and he had headache. That's all his complaint was. On MRI, you can see the black turbinate sign. What about the orbits? Absolutely clear. No evidence of disease anywhere. But he had cerebritis, frontal and temporal lobe, skull base involvement, and skull necrotic, lysis. Mucormycosis, sparing the orbit from the nose into the brain. So there's not always a stepladder pattern that we see. This is a case, a patient who had no PL in the right eye and presented now with mucormycosis of both eyes. He underwent an ENT debridement and he had only one seeing eye. Both eyes were frozen. Frozen globe seen in both eyes. Imaging shows intraconal fat stranding in both sides. MRI, on MRI, we can identify the disease over here. We can identify disease over here, but he has only one seeing eye. There is good contrast enhancement, which means that the orbit still has viable tissue. Here, Captain Ampho saves the day. We gave retrobulbar amphotericin B with a 25 gauge 2-inch needle, 1 ml with 3.5 mg, 3 injections on serial days, repeat debridement with systemic amphotericin B, and we could go in and save the eye, save the orbit, and the only seeing eye was salvaged. Of course, we need to be careful. We can never reconstitute amphotericin B with saline, always with distilled water. We always inject a little local anesthesia before injecting amphotericin B because it can be painful. We need to be careful that we don't induce orbital compartment syndrome. And remember, this treatment is never done alone. It always is done with debridement and systemic amphotericin B. So sometimes when you're put into a dark corner and you don't have choices, you may have to think out of the box. Literally.
Very nice, Akshay. Out of the box thinking.
Thank you, sir.
Now, judges.
Marks by judges. So Namrata has given 9.
Rajesh,
Rajesh 8.
7, sir.
7.
average is 8. Rahil put 8.
Yeah. Now we'll play the dice.
It's a medical management,
That's okay.
not surgical.
No, it's okay because we can't change the order.
Okay.
Marks that
So
will
we'll
not.
mark the surgical, we'll mark put into the medical, no problem. You move the dash, right?
No, we
Now
can't
we'll
see
have,
the screen now.
now we'll have the surgical this thing.
Yeah, that got hanged, so the marks are equal, so it makes no difference. Only
Yeah,
thing
yeah.
is box
Sure.
is-
So now Gopal Pillai, is he ready with this net connection?
Yes, sir.
Yes, Gopal. Challenge.
Gopal, why is this must be you made it like that? Okay.
Yeah, yeah. So this is the last ditch stand, and this is a right eye retinal detachment with no PL. Left eye post cataract surgery done 4 years back. Poor visual recovery due to complications. Recently lost vision completely in the better eye to hand movements. Patient with bullous keratopathy and retinal detachment on ultrasonography. Since there was no PVR on ultrasonography, decided to go in and save the eye. And this is the eye in question with bullous keratopathy. So you go inside and secure the infusion. So once the pressure is up, then we go in and start the trephination process. Once the trephination is done, we remove the cornea. The lens is also removed. Once the lens is removed, we put in a temporary keratoprosthesis. And through the temporary keratoprosthesis, now we can see the retina clearly. We will go inside now. And you can see the retinal detachment there. So this is a salvageable retinal detachment, in which case otherwise we would not have had any vision. So this is the retinal detachment in which vitrectomy is done now complete. We cannot see the extreme periphery of this case because of the corneal flange as well as the keratoprosthesis, which is obstructing that particular part. But what we did is we have basically completed the vitrectomy in the periphery and made a retinotomy inferiorly. And you can see that I'm sucking out the fluid. You can see the sclerin coming out. You can see the subretinal fluid. I am removing slowly. And now the retina is getting flat. And once the retina got flat, we complete the final fluid removal by injecting PFCL so that I'm sure that the retina is completely flat. And once the retina is completely flat, then we start doing the laser. Okay, so this is the posterior pole which requires salvaging because later on I will not be able to do laser because of penetrating keratoplasty, etc. So I do a thorough laser with multiple layers so that that retina will be completely stuck there. And once I complete the laser, I go on for a PFCL silicone oil exchange. So that means I will remove silicone oil through one side. I will remove the PFCL through one side and silicone oil through the other side. And then this is the graft in place. So it's getting sutured now. Once the graft is sutured, we do the PFCL silicone oil exchange, and that's the end of the this thing. So now this patient had post-SOR stable. He gained 4/60 in the operated eye. Thank you very much. That is a non-night case which was managed.
Thank you, Dr. Pillai. Excellent. Now, judges to please give the marks. 9. Namrata. Rajesh 9. Aminder.
8.
Yes, average is 9.
9.
6. Roll
The
it again.
dice. Yeah.
5.
Awesome! Wow!
Oh my God. Very lucky.
Yeah.
Okay. Lucky in dice, sir. Unlucky in internet.
Both, no, both lucky and hard work. You got the maximum marks in the hard work also, and lucky on to take this chair also. Great.
Yeah.
Step. So now the last quiz, now quiz round. Team B goes for the quiz round now.
Yeah, just a minute, sir. We can discuss among each other, right? On the Zoom.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
And
my answer
whatever
will
answer,
be
But
my answer will
answer
be taken
is
as
fine
final.
then.
My suggestion would
you
be
will
one
get
of
3
you-
minutes.
My suggestion would be one of you who is very confident should raise hand so that he can answer. If you're not confident, then you can discuss.
Show 10 questions in 3 minutes.
3 minutes. Yeah. Time is fixed.
No negative marking. No negative marking.
If I'm stuck, please help me. That's all.
All right. Rashov, you go ahead and answer whatever you can. If you don't know, you tell us, then we will answer.
So let me know if you are ready. I can start sharing my screen
Please.
now and we can start the quiz. Can we have
Yeah.
timers?
I'm starting the timer now. Should I tell me when to start?
Yes. So this is the first question.
Starting the time.
Yes.
Focus line is pterygium.
Excellent. So answer 1 is correct. Patient with the fundus lesion shown is at a risk of developing
Choroidal
systemic.
neovascularization.
Perfect. Choroidal neovascularization is correct. Which of the following is least likely to
Only
be a
one
feature-
person answer.
Which of the following is least likely to be the feature of pellucid marginal degeneration? Progressive irregular.
Central corneal steepening.
Perfect. Correct answer, central corneal steepening.
Arey wah.
Now, when performing, so read this carefully. When you're performing preoperative biometry for cataract surgery, and if you compress the cornea too much during the axial length measurement, when you're doing the ultrasound calculation,
Patient will end up myopic.
excellent. So myopic will give, because it will give a falsely shorter axial
Next
length.
question.
Connect the dots, please. Can we figure
So
out?
this is
what
cobblestone ropey discharge.
Yeah.
What is that allergic something? Na?
It's
Uh,
BKC.
so-
Corneal
BKC.
keratoconjunctivitis.
Perfect.
Gotcha.
Corneal keratoconjunctivitis. Good job. Question 6. A 3-month-old girl with infantile spasms has this fundus fighting. What abnormality is she most likely to have on further workup? Is it a positive ELISA for toxocara antibodies? Absence
Show,
of corpus
is it
callosum?
absence of
Is it
corpus
absence of
callosum?
corpus callosum?
Excellent. Correct answer.
Aicardi syndrome.
Absence of corpus callosum because of Aicardi syndrome. What is the most common location for the eyelid pseudocoloboma when pressure Collins syndrome? Is it the medial upper lid, the lateral?
Medial upper lid.
So the answer is wrong here. One question answered wrong. It's the lateral lower lid. Which of these routine culture media is most appropriate for culture of Neisseria gonorrhoeae?
Chocolate agar.
Correct answer, chocolate agar. In Bell's palsy, which of the following features is most likely to be present? So, sparing of the frontalis muscle, normal eyelid closure, lacrimal pump failure causing epiphora, or normal taste.
Is it normal taste?
Normal
Taste
taste.
is usually preserved. Yeah.
Normal taste.
Final answer, normal taste. The answer is wrong here. It's lacrimal pump
Most
failure
likely.
causing epiphora. Most likely. It's a tricky question. Last question. The Malagin ring is least helpful in which of the following cases? Is it chronic pilocarpin treatment, pseudo-exfoliation, intraoperative floppy iris, or ectopia lentis?
Ectopia lens.
Correct answer, ectopia lentis. So a good job. The next team has also done a wonderful job, Team Green. So I think we've answered 8 out of 10 correctly.
The two questions that oculoplastic questions that we got, both I answered wrong.
And he gave that.
That may save us. We'll see. We'll see. It may save us.
We should have put in some newcomer
Thomas Name.
questions.
इधर ये कहता हमारे क्वेश्चन बहुत लंबे थे कई some questions were so big and you were reading all of them so it was wasting time for everyone.
We had 3 minutes.
So how much marks?
8 out of 10. They've answered 2 questions wrong. All the others were correct.
So total कितना हो गया इस टीम का?
अभी डायस घूमेगा तब पता चलेगा.
So they
Oh.
So the team was doing very well, but unfortunately we had the snake and still the red team is leading. In the skill plus Lakwad, otherwise green team is ahead. Otherwise red and green team are together in the skill part. They have the same scoring.
Well, very nice so far. Buck up every team.
Let's go to the blue now.
Now, blue team, Dr. Atul is presenting the surgical video. Dr. Atul Dhagat.
Yes, madam. I'm going to share my slide.
Can we have the timer as soon as
None of the producers
Dr. Atul starts?
Okay.
have any financial interest in the products or procedures shown.
Start the timer.
This I'm going to show learn via surgery at home. First is PVD induction. We can learn while eating the rasgulla. And step 1, 2, 3, use the triamcinolone and use the high magnifying lens. Place the cutter near the disc edge. With the sweeping motion, hook the posterior halide with the high suction and induce the PVD in the posterior anterior direction. This is the easiest way by which you can do the PVD induction. The second one is we can see the SRF drainage while drinking water. Tilt the head towards the primary break. Make it most dependent part of the eye. Do maximum SRF drainage with the help of the gravity only. In this case, break was at 12 o'clock position, so just chin up and drain the fluid. Now, this is my favorite dosa technique. Learn temporal ILM flap from a South Indian dosa shop. In this case, the next case, temporal flap with the chromovisco tempo technique, combination of 180-degree ILM flap with chromovisco tempo. Pre-op vision was 660. I have started making the flap with the help of the finish loop. Then start peeling of the ILM from one side to another side. Later on, I'll put the flap over the hole and I'll support it with the help of the chromovisco. Chromovisco is nothing. It is mixture of the normal viscoelastic and brilliant blue. The fourth one is the epiretinal membrane. We can learn it during a rainy cricket match. Always hold the edge of the ERM with the hand grasping forceps. Hold the membrane very close to the macular surface to prevent the tearing of the epiretinal membrane. If abnormal adhesions are present, then we have to grab and strip towards this side at the last. Last one, we can learn diabetic membrane removal from our KG kits. Place the chandelier directly, not obliquely, most of the time, and the superior part only. Don't pull too much from the left hand, just support it. Find the place of dissection and with patience give very, very small snips. And at the end of the at the end of it, you can take it out in one piece. You can see here, I'm just supporting it with the left hand and giving a very, very small snips. It's a very small video. Thank you.
Well, doctors, just a gentle reminder that the session will conclude at 3:55. We have 25 minutes remaining.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, there's enough of time.
Thank you, sir.
Wonderful video.
All the, judges, please. Namrata?
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Rajesh,
7.
7, sir.
Namrata, 8. 7. Average is 7. Rahil, 7. Rahil, put it 7 and roll the dice. Rahil, please fast, yeah.
Seven plus 8. Plus.
Yeah, now we come to the next round, the medical case presentation.
So अतुल तुम्हारा लक इतना अच्छा नहीं आया, इस वीडियो तो बहुत अच्छा था. So maybe Leonie will cover up because
Lionel sir will take care of the luck part.
I know he will tilt everything.
Is my slide visible and am I audible?
Yes.
All right. I'll just take that. Okay. Good afternoon, everyone. I am having a series of cases. This is category 1 case where the lesion, infected keratitis, less than 3 mm in the maximal dimension. I used a special antimicrobial lake lens, repository contact lens with fenestration holes. Every time when we apply medication, there is a lake formed in the precorneal tear film, and by 12 hours, healing has started very well. By day 1, almost resolved. Day 3, completely resolved, and that's how it goes. A similar type of case, a bacterial keratitis, by 12 hours, by day 1, by day 3, day 5, and day 14. By 12 hours and day 1, almost resolved. Large sized ulcer, category 2, more than 4 millimeters in size, and similar type of repository drug, repository contact lens is being used, and 4 Tarly medications are being used. By day 1, day 3, resolutions are very good, day 5 and day 14. Similarly, a large sized lens, ulcer with repository drug repository contact lens, and by 12 hours, 1 day, 3 days, 5 days, and 7 days and 14 days. So what is this? It's a dual base curve lens that forms a central lake and fenestration holes, which enables capture of applied topical antimicrobials. And there is a precorneal drug retained in the space over time. And this, we had a randomized control study, and we found the bacterial keratitis improvement score to be very well improved by day 3. Similarly, the pain score reduced by day 3, and Hayes and corneal Hayes and AC reaction reduced by day 3. And also drug retention studies, we found that the drug is retained in the precorneal space within the antimicrobial lake for 4 hours. So to conclude, drug repository contact lenses may be of use in the and they can substitute therapeutic loading dose concept in bacterial keratitis. Employing a drug depot contact lens may reduce burden of antibiotics, decrease treatment burden on the medical staff, improve patient tolerance, reduce toxicities, and definitely it can change practice pattern. The interim reports are in peer review now, and since the improvement is noted within 3 days, we recommend the treating physician either can or not continue the lens after 3 days. That's based on the clinical judgment. Thank you for listening.
Wonderful, wonderful job, Leonie, as usual.
Excellent.
A lot of prizes. Judges.
It's an IND, a new device which has been attempted.
So 9 by Namrata.
9, sir.
9.
9 and 8.
So it becomes 9.
9 average. Yeah.
Yeah, roll the dice. 4. 6. क्या रहा भाई राइट
for Kent over. So 50. तो कहाँ तक हुआ? 15. 28. So अब quiz रह गया ना? Quiz.
Yeah, no, we have the quiz.
Tinku, you are taking.
Yes, I'll just share my screen.
3 minutes.
Okay, so all the best to Team Blue. The first question for you. A 6-year-old girl with deafness presents with iris heterochromia, pigmentary retinopathy. She also has a white tuft of hair.
Mardenbach syndrome.
Yes, that's right. Next. Is stuck. Sorry.
Go back.
Yeah. Which of the following corneal dystrophies affects the corneal epithelium and basement membrane? Meesman's, Fuchs, macular, or Schneider?
Meesman's.
Meesman's corneal dystrophy.
Correct. That's absolutely right. Which is not a type of congenital cataract? Sutural, papillary, coronary, or lamellar?
Papillary.
Right. That's right. Question 4. The patient in the picture received an injection of Botox. Which muscles were targeted? Frontalis plus orbicularis, corrugatus plus procerus, orbicularis plus procerus, corrugatus plus
corrugator plus procerus.
Absolutely right. So look at these pictures, try to connect them and come up with the pathology.
CMV retinitis.
Absolutely right. Well thought. Question 6, ectopia lentis in a patient with Marfan syndrome is characteristic. Supratemporal, right?
Very
The
simple
commonest
question.
organism causing post-op endophthalmitis is coagulase positive.
Coagulase negative staph.
Coagulase negative, yes. Which of the following statements regarding intermittent exotropia is least likely to be true? It is the commonest cause of exotropia, presents most commonly from 8 years onwards. Patients often have excellent stereopsis. Surgery is usually indicated to restore binocular single vision.
Present mostly commonly after 8 years onwards.
Yes, that's right. All of the following diagnoses are associated with cystoid macular edema on clinical examination, but no associated macular leakage on fluorescein angiography, except which one? So nicotinic acid maculopathy, macular telangiectasia, Goldman-Favre syndrome, enhanced S-cone dystrophy. So macular edema, no leakage on FA.
Nicotinic acid maculopathy?
No, that's wrong. Macular.
Okay.
And the last question, a 32-year-old man presents with a sudden onset of painful proptosis and ophthalmoplegia following a fall from a ladder. The most likely diagnosis is a direct carotid cavernous fistula, fracture of zygomatic arch, indirect carotid cavernous fistula, or orbital varices.
Direct
carotid cavernous fistula.
Absolutely right. So that was a great performance.
How many
Yeah.
marks?
How many marks?
9.
9. So they've got 9.
अतुल, ये वाला तुमने गलत क्यों किया? वो लीकेज वाला?
नहीं देख नहीं पाया।
लीकेज वाला तो रेटिना वालों को ठीक करना चाहिए था.
So we have very excellent quizzes today. Everyone's getting very good scores.
You have easy questions today.
Maybe.
So दिखाओ, letter दिखाओ. Right? But questions are very simple. So 9 हो गया.
नहीं
39.
ये 1, 2, 3 वैसे ही चल रहे हैं जैसे प्रेजेंट किए हैं इन्होंने.
Ah.
Green and
So
blue.
let's say the yellow team breaks that mode now. The last team on the
All the
block.
best, yellow team.
So Dr. Hemlata, you're presenting the surgical video. Are you ready?
Yes, ma'am.
Hemlata?
Very good afternoon to all of you.
This is all female
I'm
team.
just trying to share the screen. Just a minute.
Once you start, we'll start the timer.
All right. Shall I start, sir?
Yes.
Timer start.
So here is a very interesting case of posterior polar cataract with pre-existing PC defect that can scare any cataract surgeon.
Audio is not coming if there is an audio here.
तो ऑडियो नहीं आ रहा है.
Is the audio?
No.
Just a second, sir. They have to restart.
You stop करो पहले और फिर जब आप लोड करोगे तो लेफ्ट साइड को बटन दबाना होगा. रीशेयर करना पड़ेगा.
Share with sound.
Reshare? Okay, stop sharing.
स्टॉप करो पहले. रीशेयर फिर लेफ्ट साइड पे एक बटन होगा ऑडियो वॉइस का. लेफ्ट साइड.
Sharing with sound.
Sharing with sound नीचे लेफ्ट लोअर कॉर्नर.
Okay, share with sound. Yes, sir. I got it.
तो क्लिक
Okay, just a gentle reminder, we have 15 minutes left.
ठीक है भैया. ये बार-बार आ जाता है.
Sir, please tell me, is the sound coming now?
Yeah.
Okay, this was a case of posterior polar cataract with pre-existing PC defect.
जादू की छप्पी दे दे माँ.
So here we do the femtosecond laser treatment, and in the real time OCT integrated in the femtosecond laser, you can actually see the PC defect, and then we reduce the area of lens segmentation to leave an endonuclear cushion behind that will act as a shock absorber, and proceed with 5 mm capsulorhexis and 6 quadrant lens fragmentation. And side by side we keep on doing intraoperative OCT So after emulsification, and this is again the intraoperative OCT confirming PCT effect. So after cortical matter aspiration, you can see the PCT effect very clearly now, and IOCT showed a forward herniation of the vitreous within that hyaloid phase. So everything seemed okay. Vitrectomy was not
I am
required.
Dr. Murli Prasad Sharma.
So here we got a little overconfident and placed single piece lens inside the sulcus. Till this stage also everything seems okay. But IOL refuses to settle down in the sulcus, and maybe with the fluid of the visco wash,
इमरजेंसी केस है कोई फॉर्म भरो यार
एजी को बुलाओ
so we desperately tried to catch hold of the haptic to prevent the IOL from sinking down in the vitreous, and fortunately we planted the IOL and then placed IR. Plexus was intact. A 3-piece lens was safely placed inside the sulcus. A little bit of vitrectomy was done to remove whatever vitreous was there. And in the end, we got a good result of post-op day 1, clear cornea 6-6 vision.
और आज एक बाप को तुझ पे नाज है तू सर झुकाए खड़ा है
So this is the expression we get when
आज बाप की
fault is
हसरत पूरी
asked.
कर दे
हेमलता तुम तो यहीं पे लकी हो गए because that's what I was saying in the beginning. इतना जगलरी करने के बाद भी 6/6 vision है. So you are lucky here only. So marks, please. राजेश,
नम्रता, राजेश, अनिंदा.
हाँ मैं देख रही हूँ मेरा 1 मार्क करता है उसके बाद ओके
बोल दो, you can speak out.
Yeah.
9 आगे राजेश ने दे दिया क्या?
राजेश का 8 आया था मेरे ख्याल से.
तो 9 राजेश कितना नंबर?
अनिंदा का 7 एवरेज 8 हो गया.
मेरा 9 है सर.
9 है तो फिर 9 हो गया. नहीं एक मिनट 9 करो उसको. हाँ
तो ये बोलना ज्यादा अच्छा है.
बोली तो ज्यादा ठीक है.
नहीं सर बोलने में बिना बोले बड़ा अच्छा लगता है. आप तीनों वेट करते रहते हैं एक दूसरे का कि कौन क्या दे रहा है. उसका अलग ही वो है उसका ना अलग.
तो 10 पे आ गया, 12 पे पहुंचे थे, लेकिन एनीवे स्नेक बाइट वाज नॉट वेरी स्ट्रांग.
So next is.
Good afternoon, everyone. Is my screen visible?
Yes.
Good afternoon. Today I'll be presenting a short case series on the use of intravitreal clindamycin as first-line therapy in toxoplasmic retinochoroiditis. Toxoplasmosis, as we know, is one of the most common causes of posterior uveitis. Although commonly self-limiting, vision can be profoundly affected, which might require prompt treatment. Conventionally, it is treated with systemic medications such as triple therapy with sulfadiazine, pyrimethamine, with folinic acid, and others. We, however, propose the use of intravitreal clindamycin as a first-line therapy. This is a very first case of a 40-year-old female. She presented to us with an active juxtamacular retinitis, a best-corrected vision of counting finger 1 meter, and her OCT showed hyperreflective spots in the vitreous, macular edema with sub and intraretinal fluid, and hypersensitivity of the neurosensory retina, hyperreflectivity of the neurosensory retina. We gave her 2 injections of intravitreal clindamycin 1 week apart, and 2 months later, her vision had improved to 6/6. Her lesion was quiet, and the edema had resolved. Yet another case of a 52-year-old female with focal juxtamacular chorioretinitis and a best-corrected vision of finger counting at 0.5 meter. We again gave her the same injections, and 2 months later, her vision had improved to 6/12 due to some amount of outer retinal and atrophy still present, but the lesion was quiescent. Another case of a 12-year-old male with focal juxtamacular retinitis and best corrected vision of 6/18 with some amount of subretinal fluid. 2 injections later, 2 injections and 1 month later, his vision had improved to 6/6 and with resolution of vitritis and macular edema. Another case of a 22-year-old male, this time with a juxtapapillary retinitis just inferonasal to the disc and a vision of 6/9. Just 1 month after the injections, his vision had improved to 6/6. Just like eye series, there are quite a few instances in literature which support the use of intravitreal clindamycin. However, they have given it in resistant, intolerant cases. We propose its use as first-line therapy. You may ask why, and to this, I would like to say that because of its direct action on target site, high concentration in the vitreous cavity, and lack of systemic side effects, where it is usually proposed to be given in allergic, intolerant, or resistant cases. However, there is non-availability of pyrimethamine, and here we propose its use as first-line therapy for a multitude of reasons like safety, efficacy, better patient compliance, safety profile, of course, better choice for treatment for pregnant and pediatric patients. However, having said all of this, we still believe further prospective trials are needed to validate this. Thank you. So,
Thank you, Dr. Yusra. Very nicely presented cases. Excellent
Thank you, ma'am.
presentation. Can we have the score from the judges, please?
कितना है score average? कितना 998? What is the? Hello?
I have given 9, sir.
9, sir.
9 हो गया इसमें डॉलर
8.
Now we come to the last.
So are you ready for the quiz, Team Yellow?
Yes, absolutely.
All right. I'll just start my screen share. All right. So a patient receives a moderate alkali burn due to chemical splash injury to the eye. So what do alkaline chemicals cause? Saponification of fatty acids, decreased aqueous pH, hydroxylation of glycosaminoglycans, or
Saponification of fatty acids.
Correct answer, saponification of fatty acids. Question 2. What is gun sign? Silver wiring of arterioles, deflection of veins at AV crossing, copper wiring, or tapering of veins on either side of the AV crossings.
Tapering of veins on the either side of the AV crossings.
Correct answer. Question 3. Which of the following features is least suggestive of a diagnosis of keratoconus? Regular astigmatism, inferior corneal steepening,
Regular astigmatism.
Yes?
Ma'am, regular astigmatism.
Correct answer. So we have irregular astigmatism in keratoconus. Question 4. The lesion seen here has been present for many years.
Apocrine hydrocytoma.
Correct answer.
अरे question भी नहीं आने दे रहे.
They are very fast, sir. Can you connect these figures, please, and come to a diagnosis?
Glaucoma.
A little more specific, if possible. Okay, I'll give it to you. Open angle glaucoma, but that's okay. So high pressure cupping and bioneting sign. Question 6. The vitreous particles of asteroid hyalosis are composed of what? Is it hyaline? It is cholesterol, calcium, or amyloid?
Cholesterol.
Cholesterol is the wrong answer. The correct answer is calcium. Question number 7. Which of the following antibiotics is least likely to be active against MRSA or methicillin-resistant Staph aureus? Is it vancomycin, teicoplanin, ciprofloxacin, or gentamicin? Which is the least likely to be active?
Gentamicin.
That's the wrong answer. The correct answer is ciprofloxacin. That usually doesn't work against Staph aureus or MRSA as well. Question 8. The disorder showed is associated with which of the following? Subretinal nematode, hypertension,
Sickle cell anemia.
sorry?
Sickle cell anemia, third.
Yeah, that's the correct answer because these are angioid streaks. Question 9. The glaucoma medication associated with decreased
Selective
conjunctivitis.
beta blockers.
Yes. Non-selective beta blockers is the correct answer. Last question. Which of the following conditions does not present with optically empty vitreous? So is it Jensen syndrome, Wagner syndrome, Marfan syndrome, or Goldman-Favre syndrome? Which one does not have optically empty vitreous? Which means it has vitreous, normal vitreous.
Non-Goldman-Favre. Goldman-Favre.
That's the wrong answer. The correct answer is Marfan syndrome. So I think the final score, they got 2 wrong as well.
Yes.
So I think Suman should get extra marks because before the question she answered. And Retina was the
They
weakest.
had 3 wrongs. They had 3 wrongs. Actually.
They had 3 wrongs. Yeah, sorry. They had 3 wrong.
3 wrong. Yeah.
7 out of 10 is the final score for Team Yellow. Well done, Team Yellow.
Just show the.
I'll stop sharing my screen now. Yeah. Dr. Rahil, can we have the luck round, please?
Six. यहाँ लकी आ गए.
One.
So हरबंस ये कुछ unusual हो गया. ये वही सीक्वेंस है जिसमें उन्होंने प्रेजेंट किया. Red, green.
Doctors, I would like to bring it to your notice that
कोई बात नहीं है. उसमें अभी नोटिस है. आधे घंटे का नोटिस है. कोई बात नहीं.
Yes, doctor.
I know that. Pravesh, I know. Half an hour adjourn होगा GBM. So, Harbans, comments on this?
Yeah, I think first of all, congratulations to the red team for winning the overall luck and science both combined. So they'll be sent check by Intas very soon.
No, check by Namrata Sharma. Check. Intas has already paid to Namrata.
Okay, great. And then what is the science score? Just look for the science score, Rahil.
Everybody has got 20. So split between
All
us.
the 4 teams are at par. They all have equal scorings.
Oh, that's it.
अब क्या होगा? अब एक बार ना नहीं my suggestion है luck का try करो दोबारा एक बार सबका.
So Science
में तो कैसे करेंगे? Any idea, Akshay or Gopal? Or
no, I think we can roll the dice
one time.
One more time for all the teams.
Split करेंगे sir.
And
Rahil, can you do that?
Sir, फिर तो वो सारा फिर वो luck का ही हो गया ना. Then where is the skill part? So again, it's luck.
अब दोबारा skill नहीं कर सकते ना.
जब skill सभी equal है ना तो luck पे depend करना पड़ेगा ना.
Or
All of them are score. So you tell us how much are the marks on a skill basis ना? Where is this?
1/4 divide कर दो sir.
So then
सभी को दे दो ना.
Divide कर दो sir.
1/4 to all.
But we can ask some tiebreaker questions also. We can ask a few questions if that is a better option.
All the 4 teams have got equal marks on a skill.
They are equally skilled.
Yeah, they're equally skilled.
They are equally skilled. Give them 1/4. Give everybody.
I don't see the score.
That better.
Yes, sir. Everybody is happy that way.
Yeah.
So I think पंचों की राय यही है कि based on skill, since all of them are skilled, so we divide the prize and send it to the teams.
Thank you,
As far
sir.
as the overall winner is concerned, overall winner is the red team. Red team consisting of. Rahil, इसको बंद कर दो.
Dr. Vinod.
Where is the red team? Vinod.
Captain Dr. Vinod.
Vinod, any comments from your
Gunjan
side?
and Dr. Asif. Dr. Vinod, Dr. Gunjan and Dr. Asif.
Very good.
Big round of
to them.
applause.
Yeah. So another thing, I'll suggest that if there are not many participants, we can share the prize with the participant without going into the quiz questions now, because the time is more or less over.
Yeah.
We can ask a few questions if there's time. Otherwise,
दो तीन पूछ लो आप.
I think let's see how many participants, how many audiences.
You start now, Harman, you start. जितने भी.
And they have to answer in the question and answer
I don't think
chat
there are many
box, not
audiences,
the chat box.
so we can divide and say, no, there is no need to have any question answer because the time is over. So
नहीं, without questions you can't distribute. No, that is not done.
Then let's have 2-3 questions.
Yeah, है ना?
2-3 questions.
Share करो ना, share करो.
राइट मनी बढ़ा देते हैं,
नहीं,
3 क्वेश्चन पूछ लेते हैं, 10-10
No,
आते
no. We will go by the rule book. जितने question पूछने आप पूछ लो.
Please
Your
answer
person
in the
telling us
question
how
and
many
answer.
people are logged in. Many of them cannot answer. Understand.
So get ready.
Registration? Make it.
Sir, they can answer.
Others actually.
Answer यार. Why are you not putting the screen? आप screen डालो, question पूछो.
सर मैं प्रोजेक्ट कर देती हूँ नहीं तो.
आप करो. ठीक है सर.
They want to know whether they should answer in chat or question and answer, because some are in chat and some are in question.
We will see both.
You can answer both, whoever comes first.
Yeah, I'll just project this. Give me 1 second. I'll just project the questions.
Rahil, be on the lookout. कौन first आ रहा है?
Yes.
You have to check both the boxes, chat and.
So maybe Tinku, we can suggest only question answer if most are comfortable there.
So some people are saying they can't go into question answer.
Thank you very much, sir.
Some
Thank
are
you,
saying-
madam.
We can actually, because even we can add.
Yeah,
Thank you, Gopal.
Abhishek.
I think everyone can go into question answer.
You get the screen.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. I'll just share my screen.
So we'll open question answers for panelists also, because audiences, we have limited audiences.
No,
right?
it is only for the.
Only for audience.
Okay. So, which of the following statement is not true about this condition? It is seen more commonly in men than women. There's lipid deposition and vascularization. Fluorescent stain shows epithelial defect in the periphery. Astigmatism is the cause for poor vision. Which of the following statements is not true about this condition? So first we have to identify the condition and then figure out which is false. Please let me know when to project the answer. I'll project the answer.
Yes, now you do. But question over हो गया. काफी time हो गया.
So the answer is fluorescent staining does not show any epithelial defect because this is Sterion's marginal degeneration.
So there have been, I think, 7-8 answers. Rahil, can you see which is?
Dr. Vinod Kumar has answered the first, but I think he's part of the panelists. So according to audience, then we can give it to Dr. Hardik.
No, we know you just now said that it's open to everybody.
Open
No,
Dr. Vinod Kumar gets.
No, Lalit, it is audience questions. It cannot be open to everybody.
Correct. That's right.
These are audience prizes, yeah. How it can open to everybody?
Dr. Hardik had won it previously also, the previous.
Okay, third question. Next, together.
Okay. Identify this eye condition. What are we looking at?
CSR smokestack.
So,
Should I project the answer?
Smokestack and ink blot.
So of course, this is CSR. I think somebody already said it out loud. So smokestack, ink blot, and central scotoma. So let's see who answered it first. Can we have a look at the chat box and Q&A and figure out who
Dr.
answered?
Savleen.
Dr. Savleen. Dr. Savleen.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Next question.
All right. So what does the patient with, this is a patient with child syndrome. What does Chart syndrome, sorry.
Answer to very again.
What does C stand for? We know H is heart defects, A that is R is growth retardation, G genetic anomalies, and E ear defects. What is C? Can I project the answer now?
Yes.
So it's coloboma, C for coloboma.
Rahil?
Yes.
Rahil देख रहा है.
Dr. Natasha, I think.
No, let him see. Let one person announce.
Okay.
So,
Rahil?
Just give me 1 minute. So, Dr. Chintan.
Okay.
Congratulations. Next question. All right. So as compared to the non-porous compared to porous orbital implants, what is the difference?
The patient have associated SO palsy also. The superior fourth palsy was also involved, which caused a hyper in the primary position.
The primary advantage.
Okay, answer. Together next.
Sorry, I'm trying to, it's gotten stuck. 1 second.
नीचे से करो वो. Arrow से. Up down से कर लो. or you have two arrows on the left side, na screen ke. Has it got stuck or?
It's got stuck, sir. 1 second. I'll just.
So you can tell the answer from your screen.
Yeah, you can.
I'll just pause this share.
Tinku can come from here on.
Yeah, I can just do it. I'll do it.
Yeah.
So the answer is B, lower exposure rates.
So Rahel,
Vinod Kumar again, sir.
Vinod Kumar to disqualify कर दिया Harbans ने.
Disqualified है.
Only audience.
One is disqualified. Yeah, is only.
Dr.
Sir,
Sajjan Shetty. नहीं, B, sorry. Dr. Savleen.
क्या नाम है?
Dr. Savleen. Dr. Vinod has answered first. The second correct answer.
Dr. Vinod does not qualify for this. Yeah, please. Dr. Vinod को
Right,
स्मार
sir.
रखो.
So done, sir. We can go to the next question.
Yeah. Mine is also not. Yeah.
Yeah.
So the Shermer's post anesthesia test measures reflex tear secretion, measures basal tear secretion, should be used with at least 4 drops of topical anesthetic agent, should be performed before drawing the cul-de-sac. What's the correct answer? So I'm projecting the right answer. Is that okay? So it's B, measures basal tear secretion.
Dr. Janani Rajendran.
So I think Harbans will stop here because time is already 5 minutes past 4. Or Tinku, this can be the last question if you have.
All right. So all of the following powers can be corrected by ICL except -12 diopter cylinder sphere with -5 cylinder, -2 sphere, -4.5 cylinder at 100 degrees, +8.5 sphere with +2 cylinder at 90 degree.
So answer.
So the answer is +8.5 sphere with +2 cylinder at 90 degrees. This cannot be corrected.
Raghav Malik.
Stop share.
All right.
Dr. Raghav Malik.
So I think with this we come to end of green kind of webinar which we had, and Science and Fun in Ophthalmology. It was truly a fun to host this webinar, and believe me, everybody is still raring to go and keep going. But time is not on our side. Had it been a physical meeting, we would have still continued. And I, on behalf of the entire team, SFO, thank all the judges, 4 judges. And believe me, there are some prizes for judges also, which we'll disclose later on. All the 4 judges will get some prizes. And congratulations to that team led by the Captain Vinod. Where is Vinod, Captain?
नाम ये Captain Vinod serial आता था.
Captain Vinod.
So, congratulations, Vinod. Any comments from your side? How do you like
Sir,
it?
it was fun. We enjoyed.
So you enjoyed the participation or enjoyed the 60,000 rupees?
Both.
I hope you are aware that Team Vinod is going to get 60 more than half a lakh of rupee, and courtesy this is all possible because of Intas Pharmaceuticals. They have donated all this money to the Secretary IOS Fund. And I thank the entire team, young team of SFO led by Harbans Lal, Rahel, Ikeda, Tinku, who have done a lot of hard work in making this job success. Believe me, this is a virtual platform. There were some hiccups. Audience participation could not be as great, but I could see the enthusiasm. You see, before the question, Tinku and Ikeda put up, answers were there. So that was the beauty of this program. And last of all, I request Harbans to say a few words. The latest vice president we have here.
No, I think it was an overall well-conducted program. Of course, we had, because of the virtual platform, little glitches. But I think we'll improve upon this in the future, and we'll plan it far better. But anyway, it was a fantastic program, and there's a good participation. These days, there are very few people attending webinar, but there are more views on the YouTubes and other forums. So I'm sure it is going to be very popular soon. And thank you everybody for coming, and all the participants for sparing their time and coming over here and showing their skill and cases. Thank you one and all.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, doctors. I would like to
Thank you, sir. We all
and-
request you to attend the GBM now.
Yes. Thank you so much, Dr. Amit. And for the closing remarks, it was such an informative session and insightful for every one of us. Thank you so much.
Hope all
This
of you
is the-
enjoyed, and we'll see you
Audience
next
will
time.
be sent money by the, there's a question when and how the audience will be given
हाँ, हाँ.
money.
That will
Audience
send.
will be sent money by check by the IOS office.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes, sir.
So thank you, everybody,
Okay.
and goodbye.
Thank you so much,
Bye.
doctors.
Enjoy the evening,
Can
and
we have
Thank
can
you,
we have the
everyone.
last video? Can we
Yeah.
have the last video, please?
Rahil, the music,
Rahel,
so that we leave more on an upbeat note.
has Rahel gone? Rahel, are you there? In any case, I don't think so.
He's not there. He's not there.
He's not there. He's
Yeah, I
not there.
think
Yeah.
on behalf of Rahel, we convey thanks to all of you. And
Yeah.
to your technical team also.
Thank you, and see you all next year.
Bye bye.
Amazing,
Thank you so
amazing
much.
program. This is a new program which we will take forward in all the state meetings as well.
Thank
New
you so
idea.
much.
Thank you, Lalit sir.
Doctors.
Thank you all the teams who participated in a very nice way, and all the videos were very good. Leonie's case was so good. Emlita presented very nicely. But you see, as I said in the beginning, luck has to be on your side on that day.
Yeah, we were bitten by a snake.
Yeah, yeah. So snake does not have to bite you, and luck should be on your side. With these few
So
words,
should we have a photograph?
Yeah.
if everybody can show the video of their.
So who takes the
Okay,
photo?
bye bye. Take care.
I'll take the photograph, ma'am.
So
and
we're
I'll
having a
forward it-
photograph.
I'll forward it to Dr. Amit.
Okay.
I request everyone to please switch on the cameras. And now 3, 2, 1 and smile. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. And I would like to conclude this session over here. It was very informative and insightful for every one of us. Yes, doctor.
Thank you, Punesh, for tolerating us.
Thank you.
Sir, it's been a pleasure.
Thank you. Bye bye.